Brexit icon Nigel Farage has outlined on Dan Wootton's nightly GB News show exactly how he would tackle key issues facing the United Kingdom if he was given the job of Home Secretary, amid mounting dissatisfaction with Priti Patel's performance on illegal Channel migrants. He said he would get tough and upset everybody with a policy of towing illegal migrant boats back to France and denying all asylum claims from those entering the UK across the Channel. As part of a new What the Farage segment, the former Reform UK leader spoke out about climate change and the increasingly out-of-touch Labour Party before laying out how he would handle the migrant crisis as Home Secretary. "You can put the entirety of the Royal Navy in the Channel if you want, you can add border force to it, you can add the lifeboats, you can add whatever you want. You can put the RAF up in the sky, you can put drones up, you can do whatever you want. And none of it makes a single bit of difference if every time a boat crosses into British waters they are taken into Dover, processed, given dental care, given healthcare, 4-star hotels, and 38 quid a week spending money and 3 square meals a day," he fumed, diagnosing the root of the issue in typical fashion. He went on to blast the lengthy asylum process, with generous opportunities to appeal asylum rejections, during which many illegals abscond and enter the black market economy. "There is only one way to stop this," he declared, adding, "The only way you can stop this is you have to say that nobody that comes via this route will be allowed to stay or claim refugee status, even if they're genuine. It's a hard thing to do, and then what you do is you take the boats and you tow them back to France. That would drive the French and Brussels absolutely potty, they would go mad. We'd be condemned by the United Nations, condemned by everybody, but do you know what? It would bring the French to the negotiating table, because at the moment Macron won't speak to us," he said, highlighting the French government's failure to do their part in tackling the issue despite huge taxpayer bungs. He dubbed the migration an invasion and also suggested that the French were letting migrants swarm into Britain as payback for Brexit, adding that their attitude would soon change if we towed illegal boats back to French shores. Farage's straight-talking and no-nonsense approach would seem like a breath of fresh air to many GB News viewers given the mounting crisis in the Channel, with a record of at least 3,510 illegals flooding into the country in July. Shocking new data from Redfield and Wilton Strategies shows major public disapproval in Patel, as migrant numbers continue to spiral out of control with seemingly no end in sight and continued facilitation from the UK's so-called border force. Just 19% of British voters approve of her performance while a whopping 48% disapprove, a swing of 5% in the past week as an eye-watering 957 illegals swarmed into the country across the Channel in just 2 days.